In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your Zapier Zap to connect your Podio and your Lob account in order to send an offer letter directly from Podio with a click of a button. Now, there's a few things you need to prepare in Podio to make sure your experience in Zapier is as easy as possible. So the first thing is to make sure you have a record in your offers app. You just need one. But Zapier will use that record to pull in information and help you align the fields with what you need to send to Lob. So I basically just have a simple record that has an offer, a date, status, send by offer, and just an information and fields. So that's what I have set up here. Make sure you have everything filled out. Please excuse this, we don't need that. Delete that. That was a test. Yes. Done. Because Zapier won't pick up the field if it doesn't have a value in it. So just if you want, we need the fields that we need are name, address, recipient city, recipient state, and recipient zip code. Also, the state field has to be a 2-letter initial of the state, not the full state like New Jersey. It has to be NJ. And then I have a file for my offer letter just for testing. And that should be it. So now that we have Podio set up the way we need it, let's go to Zapier, log into Zapier, go to your dashboard, then click Make a Zap. The first item we want to select is the From app, which is Podio. Select that. Now in choosing a trigger, you have to select New Action, so you can get a trigger off of an updated item, because we're going to be getting this triggered from a update of the Send Offer By field in Podio. So click New Action. Now choose the Sending To app, which would be Lob. The action here would be Send a Letter. We have that set up. We click Continue. Select our Podio account. If you don't have that set up, it'll ask you to set this up and verify in Podio that you can connect to it using Zapier. So test this account, everything's working. Click Next, connect to a Lob account. Now this is what you would get in Podio if you didn't have this set up, but here we have, I don't have my Lob account set up because I deactivated it. Now I'm recreating it, so just to show you how this works. So we just give it a name. This could be anything you want. I like to use my email address of the account I used in Lob, and then so this would be scott.costello@Yahoo, Lob account, and we need the API key. So this is, you have to go to your Lob dashboard, go to Settings, and then API key. Now we're just going to be testing this out, so we want to take the test API key. We'll highlight this, right click, copy it, go back to the Zapier tab, and then right click, paste that in there, and then connect. Everything is working. We've connected, we hit continue. Now we have to select the Podio workspace, app, and fields we want to use. So we select the overall corp, the workspace tutorial, application. We're going to use offers because we want to trigger this off of the send by offer or send offer by field in the offers app. Now the field, send offer by. Now the action type. On this field, on this action, we want to trigger it on the update of the item. Alright, now last we have to set up a custom filter. We have to make sure that we only launch this Zap when the field is updated to send offer by mail by lob. So to click this, now this part is a little bit of a annoyance, but it has to be done so Zapier knows the correct information from Podio. So basically what we have to do is go back to Podio, update this field by changing the value, and then coming back here and hitting OK, I did this. So I'll do this for you now. Going back to Podio. Sometimes it likes if you close out, go back into the record. Now this is the field it's looking to update, looking for an update for. So we'll select mail lob. I like to put it back just in case. Close out. Go back to Zapier. Say, okay, I did this. Sometimes this takes a little bit. Sometimes it goes fairly quick. And there you go. If it doesn't, if it still spins for like a minute or two, just close out of here, then re-click that field button, then try the whole process over again. Sometimes it just, Podio doesn't send the information and we have to update and do it again. Okay, so we hit all done. Sometimes you have to do it again. I don't know why. So we have to go back to Podio. This, update this field, change it back, close. Okay, I did this. Okay, found changes, all done. Now the field list will show up. So the best thing to do is type in the search. Now we're looking for this field. Field send offer by value text, not sent. I like to just to look at the value because I know it said not sent. Zapier lists a whole bunch of fields that I have no idea what they are, and you probably won't either. They're called hooks, but you don't have to worry about that now. Just look for this field, send offer by value, and then just double check to make sure this is one of the values in the field. Say okay. Now the condition, we want to make sure it exactly matches mail lob. Now if we go back to Podio, you'll see that that is that value exactly. Now we'll continue. Now we set up the field matching and the information we're sending to lob. So we have a description, tutorial, offer letter, and I'll add in the address. Now for some reason my Podio has named behind the scenes the address field as title. I think it's because that's the first field in Podio, and that's what I typed in. And once it has a field name, if you change it, it still refers to it by the old field. So this is title. I wish it was address. It took me forever to figure this out, but now it kind of makes sense. So I go by title. You try to type in address and find the address. I'm looking for 1 South Street. Now moving on. Now here's the file. Here's the offer letter field that you'll be sending. Insert it. This is called files. It'll be that way. You just click down here, files. This will attach the offer letter to it. And probably any other file if you have multiple there. I haven't tested that out, so be careful. Now color field, no, we don't want color. That'll cost more. Template. If you read this up here, it says that the template, if you follow a template, you'll have a specific, you'll have like the address field in a specific location on your offer letter. I don't have that set up, so I'm going to say no, I'm not following the template guidelines, and it'll add a sheet to my offer letter that has the address in the appropriate spot, so it shows up correctly in the envelope that they send out. Double-sided, no. To name. So insert field, recipient, name. the address, recipient. Right, this is Get Me Again. Title. Now, we don't need this field. This is the address to line. Recipient. This is the city. Now we add the state. See how it says here, if in the US, should use 2-character state code, CACO, NJ. And now the last field, recipient zip code. And now this is the from information. I just hand type in my name and address. I'm putting in my actual address, so please don't send me anything nasty. Country US, and that's it. I haven't messed around with the extra services. Go ahead and try it out if you want. Now hit continue. Test out the trigger. This won't work for this, so I don't even try. Then we'll hit continue. Name the Zap. And turn on the Zap. Now we get to go test it. So we'll go to Podio. Go into my record, the offer record that I have set up. Change the send offer by. Wait a second or two, and then we'll go to my dashboard, refresh my lob dashboard and refresh the letters. Hopefully this shows up. And there it is. There's my tutorial offer letter, 1 South Street. Click on that to see what it looks like. Here's the letter. Here's the recipient. I'm the sender. And how many pages. And the price is $1.07. I think they say it's 97 cents. I think they tack on an extra 7 cents for this page right here. Not quite sure, but it's no big deal. You can view the letter. Here's the letter. So that's how it works. It's a little complicated and a little convoluted in some areas, but it works fairly well. I haven't had any issues with it. If you have any questions or any problems trying to set this up, feel free to email me at scott@strugglinginvestor.com. Thank you.